Everybody's ready, we'll call the meeting to order. All right, we'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Judge J.P. Henderson is going to lead us in our prayer.
Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for bringing us together here today as a group to conduct the business and legal matters of Columbia County. We thank you, Father, for the ability that you've given everybody in this room, and we know that it's through your blessings and your blessings only that we have this honor and we've been put in this position, and we thank you for that, Father. We pray that the decisions that are made here today will be decisions that are guided
before we do roll call, just a reminder that try to speak in the microphone as best you can. Make sure it's on ring when you speak, because if we're having problems with this recording, picking it up good on the recorder. So just as close as you can to it. And we've also make sure you've got the third addendum of the agenda. It should go to all the way to J. Okay, that's it. We'll go ahead and do roll call.
Ms. Pate? Here. Mr. Fullenwider? Mr. Clark?
Here.
Ms. Cook? Here. Mr. Waller?
Here.
Mr. Dodson?
Here.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Here.
Mr. Henderson?
Here.
Mr. Story?
Here.
Mr. Lowe?
Here. All right. Clerk, will you minutes read the meeting?
I move we suspend the reading of the minutes and accept them as written.
Second. Okay, I got a motion second to suspend the reading. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same. Okay, suspend the readings. All right, move on to committee reports. First reports from building committee, Mr. Story.
Yes, sir, Judge. The floor repair for the judge's chamber on the second floor is at a standstill waiting for a reply from the insurance adjuster. That could be a while.
We hope not, but we could be.
You must have different insurance than I have. New sound system installation is complete. Security camera upgrade is in process, will be completed soon. Annex, I went and paid my property tax today and I noticed that it looks really
It
good.
does.
I bet the employees
It
are
does.
excited about that.
It should be.
Yeah. Probably wasn't cheap, was it?
Wasn't cheap.
The old parking lot will be sealed and restriped this week. The awning on the east side of the annex requires some repair and is being worked on. The old annex, the building inspection is scheduled for completion on October 28th. I noticed the city passed an ordinance about empty buildings. You know where it's exempt from that.
I don't know. I could probably guess it's in.
Okay, well, I know we got some empty buildings. And they're gonna have a fee for those.
I had nobody's mentioned anything about it so far.
Okay. Might ask Dave. Yes.
I didn't know they passed orders.
What is the ordinance?
Well, I don't have it in front of me.
Well, I know, but just,
I mean, if you have empty houses, empty buildings, you're gonna be,
you have a certain amount of time to do something with it, or you're gonna be fined or something.
well, you're gonna be fined, you're gonna pay. I'm just
Oh,
spitballing.
yeah, that's good.
Say $500 every 6 months for a commercial building and less on residential. Trying to get people to fix it,
Right,
but, you know,
right.
we've got some over here on the second square.
I'll check on that and see what we call it. Okay.
That concludes mine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Check the information. All right, moving on to finance committee, Ms. Cook.
I don't have anything at this time. We all know what's coming up, and I know we're all excited about that, but I don't have anything at this time.
Personnel committee, Ms. Annette Pate.
Well, Judge, I'm really excited to report that I believe we have some good changes that the county employees will be proud to be a part of. Thanks to the elected officials who worked so diligently with that. We met on September the 10th, and then there were a couple of policies that we needed to get some wording on to add to our policy, and so I got that from the AMC, and that was a pleasure to work with them with that. And so we forwarded that on to our attorney, Jason Owens, and so it's in the attorney's hands now for review before we can bring it back to you. So we're excited. So thank you, and thank you for all the hard work of the officials.
Thank you for being diligent and getting it done. Solid Waste Committee, Mr. Thomas.
Just don't have a report, but I'd like to, I don't know if this is time to mention or not, but, since we've been kind of sidetracked with the, Builders Unlimited, USDA come by once a year, get $10,000 for, from this, court to subsidize amenities. I wonder if, maybe when it comes again, we could say, cut them down 5,000, give 5 since it's our discretion, and give 5,000 to commit Builders Unlimited. I do know that the USDA department is located in Louisville, and it serves both counties. Okay? And so probably some of the money that we give them is going over to the county, but the county don't have enough Builders Unlimited. The Builders Unlimited does transfer people over there. So, and look like a 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not on the agenda today, so let's probably need to schedule another meeting with the Solid Waste Committee and look at that and get some more information on that, because I'm not aware of. So let's, just give with me some time, we'll schedule another meeting.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Okay, moving on, we have no old business, we'll move on to new business. Starting off with item A, no items sold at auction September 25. Item B, we'll discuss and approve appropriation ordinance appropriating $15,500 for the professional services line item in the county general fund juvenile housing department to increase the budget to cover expenses to the house juvenile inmates.
Being enacted by the Quarum of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance appropriating $15,500 to the other professional services line item in the County General Fund Juvenile Housing Department to increase the budget to cover expenses to house juvenile inmates. Whereas the county received additional funds from excess proceeds from sales of tax delinquent land in the amount of $72,939, 90% of which is $65,645 is available for appropriation. Now therefore, being enacted by the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, Article 1, Form Court is found to determine the Columbia County Juvenile Housing Department County General Fund budget for the calendar year 2025 as appropriated by Appropriation Ordinance 2024-22 is hereby amended as set forth in this available unappropriated funds. County General Fund Juvenile Housing Department to $1,0431, $3,009 other professional services, $15,500. Article 2, pursuant to Arkansas Code annotated sections 1414-907, this appropriation ordinance shall be effective immediately upon passage by the Fourth Court and approval by the county judge. Date of passage October 13, 2025. Sponsor, Justice of the Peace, Mike Henderson, District 9.
Make a motion to approve this ordinance appropriating $15,500 to the other professional services line item in the County General Fund Juvenile Housing Department to increase the budget to cover expenses to house juvenile inmates.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, any discussion?
Where is the juvenile housing department?
Leroy, where do y'all house juveniles now? Where do you send them?
If you have a bed available, it's gonna be Pine Bluff or Hill County, something, maybe Hill County.
Right now, we have one in Craig now.
Craig, yeah, but those beds right now, most of the sheriffs, what they've been doing is they've been paying to cap rent, I guess, a little bed, and so they've been having space available, so if somebody that's not paying to that, you're gonna have to get a favor for them, or if they do not someone with it.
They're just paying them on the whole.
Yeah, that's what they do, they secure beds, so some of them, they have like 20 beds, you got 4 or 5 sheriffs, and then they got, 5 beds, and they say, you won't have to be that thick, keep some of it. Some of us are down there by the border states, like Fayette County, Mirror, they've been taking to Louisiana. And Louisiana almost triple what they take, the cost of taking up here. Plus, we got a kid from another state, that's gonna be one thing where they don't need, they don't stay, so, yeah, it's just, that's what we're housing them at right now. Yeah,
is there, your staff.
I believe that's right.
Yes, we currently have a juvenile at Craighead County, and we still have a balance that we owe. We paid up to the full amount of the budget, but we still have a balance that we owe, plus we're gonna owe for September, October, November, and December.
That's a huge problem in the state. It does. Okay, that's all I have. Just wondering where it was.
So does the other 50,000 just go back in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, any more discussion? All right, roll call.
Ms. Payton? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay, moving on to item C. Discuss and approve an appropriation orders appropriating $1,260 for special legal line item in the County General Fund, BPA, Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Department.
Being enacted by the Foreign Court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance appropriating $1,260 to special legal line items in the County General Fund, DPA, Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Department. Now therefore, being enacted by the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, Article 1, Foreign Court is found to determine the Columbia County DPA Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Department County General Fund budget for the calendar year 2025 is appropriated by Appropriation Ordinance 2024-22 is hereby amended as set forth using available unappropriated funds. County General Fund, EPA, Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Department, 2, $1,416, $3,005 special legal, $1,260. Article 2, pursuant to Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-907, this appropriation ordinance shall be effective immediately upon passage by the Foreign Court and approved by the county judge. Dated passage October 13, 2025. Sponsored, Justice of the Peace, Penny Cook, District 4.
I move we approve this appropriation ordinance appropriating $1,260 to the prosecuting attorneys.
Second. We got a motion and a second to approve. Any discussion? Okay, roll call.
Ms. Payton? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay, moving on to item D. Discuss and approve an appropriation orders updating the distribution and administration of justice funds pursuant to Act 371 of 2025.
Being enacted by the Foreign Court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance updating the distribution of administration of justice funds pursuant to Act 371 of 2025. Whereas Act 371 of 2025 made significant changes to state district courts. Whereas counties and cities are no longer obligated to disperse administration of justice funds based on 1994 appropriations or collections. Now therefore, being enacted by the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, Article 1, Foreign Court is found to determine the Columbia County distribution for administration of justice revenues for the calendar year 2025 is appropriated by Appropriation Ordinance 2024-22 is hereby amended. County General, decrease $1,007,404. County Administration of Justice revenue, $20,326. Victim Witness Fund, no change. Indigent Criminal Defense Fund, no change. Investigator Public Defender Fund, increase $3,474. County Administration of Justice revenue, $4,282. Decrease $3,488.01. Transfer from County General, $4,282. Law Library Fund, decrease $6,974.04. County Administration of Justice revenue, $6,065. Article 2, the Foreign Court also authorizes that any revenue surplus or deficits will be adjusted through the County General Fund. Article 3, pursuant to Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-907, this appropriation ordinance shall be effective immediately upon passage by the Foreign Court and approved by the county judge. Dated passage
second to approve. Any discussion? Okay, we'll roll call.
Ms. Page? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay. Moving on to item E, discuss and approve appropriation orders amending the children's librarian position in the children's team librarian position and changing the rate of pay from 32.48 to 36.4.
Being enacted by the fourth court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending the children's librarian position into the children's teens librarian position and changing the rate of pay from $32,448 to $36,400. Whereas the rate of pay will be adjusted in recognition of the expanded scope of duties. Whereas the Library Board of Trustees has voted to dissolve, integrate the duties of circulation genealogy clerk position for effective and efficient use of personnel resources. Now therefore, be it enacted by the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, Article 1, the fourth court is found to determine the Columbia County Library personal services for calendar year 2025 is appropriated by appropriation ordinance 2024 to 22 is hereby amended from children's librarian from circulation genealogy clerk to children's teens librarian. Article 2, pursuant to Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-907, this appropriation ordinance shall be effective immediately upon passage by the fourth court and approval by the county judge. Date of passage October 13, 2025. Sponsor Justice of the Peace Annette Payne, District 1.
Motion to approve this ordinance amending the children's library position into the children's teens librarian position and changing the rate of pay from $32,148 to $36,400.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second to approve. Any discussion?
Okay. I'm trying to make mention, this is not increasing their budget at all, actually, to take funds out of it, so it's not going to cost us anything.
Just share some summary. Okay, roll call.
Okay, Ms. Page? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay, moving on to item F, discuss and approve the appropriation orders requiring persons or entities doing construction on county roads to obtain a permit to require placement of utilities to meet certain requirements to require safety signage and for other purposes.
Being enacted by the fourth court of Columbia County, Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance requiring persons or entities doing construction upon county roads to obtain a permit to require placement of utilities to meet certain requirements to require safety signage and for other purposes. Whereas Columbia County Fourth Court recognizes Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-1101 as it relates to the administration of county roads and to administer ordinances. And whereas the Columbia County Fourth Court acknowledges Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-1104, whereby the county judge may establish and enforce certain administrative rules and regulations pertaining to county roads. And whereas Columbia County Fourth Court recognizes that requirements and regulations for the installment and placement of utilities are necessary to promote the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of Columbia County. Section 1, for purposes of this ordinance, county maintained road shall be defined as any and all roads in Columbia County, Arkansas, which Columbia County has taken into the county road system or are maintained by the county. County maintained roads shall include all roadbeds, roadways, ditches, adjacent right-of-way, and road easements. Section 2, no person, firm, corporation, or other entity shall place any line, pipeline, pole, conduit, or other type of facility, apparatus, or other matter, whether a public utility or otherwise, upon or within any county maintained road, any right-of-way or road easement, without having first obtained a permit to do so from the county judge. Section 3, the permit holder will protect the traveling public by use of traffic control devices as required by the Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices, MUTCD, during all phases of construction. Section 4, permit holder shall be responsible for all costs of moving such utilities and facilities as required for future road improvements, including widening. Section 5, the county judge or his or her representative shall review each request and issue a permit accordingly. The county judge is given discretion to require a bond in the amount of $500 to is deemed appropriate by the county judge. Section 6, any utility company or other entity which has received permission to install, operate, and/or maintain utility facilities in the county-maintained road, rights of way, or road easement shall place on file an accurate, complete plan, drawing, blueprint, or other such rendering on the position and location of the completed facility, improvement, or construction with the county judge's office. Section 7, all utility companies shall restore all county roads, ditches, and easements to the condition prior to such projects or construction. Section 8, installation of all utilities on county road right-of-way must be approved and permitted by the Columbia County Road Department and be installed according to the following requirements. 1, all utilities installed in the road ditch or crossing the road ditch must be installed at a minimum of 3 feet below the bottom of the ditch. 2, all utilities installed on the shoulder of the road must be a minimum of 2.5 feet below the shoulder. 3, any culvert or drainage structure installed by the developer or property owner must conform to the county requirements. Drainage pipes and culverts must be a minimum of 24 inches in depth and must be 6 feet outside the shoulder of the road. Side culverts or driveway culverts must be a minimum of 18 inches in depth. 4, all utilities such as power cable, telephone cable, water, sewage, and gas shall be installed within the outer 5 feet of the right of way. 5, longitudinal utilities shall have a minimum depth of cover of 36 inches measured vertically over the utility line. Section 9, any variances to these requirements shall be submitted in writing to the county judge for consideration and approval. If work is not started within a period of 3 months after the variance is approved, the approval is void and new application must be made to the county judge. Section 10, the utility company or other permit holder shall notify the county judge 4 business days prior to beginning work. Section 11, the county judge reserves the right to revoke a permit for failure to comply with the provisions of this ordinance. Section 12, the permit holder shall notify the county judge upon completion of work performed for a final inspection and release of the bond as necessary. Section 13, if any provision of this ordinance is found to be invalid by the decision of any court of competent jurisdiction, such invalidity shall not affect the remaining sections, phases, and provisions of this ordinance which remain valid and enforceable. Passed and adopted this 13th day of October 2025. Sponsor Mark Fullenwater, Justice of the Peace District.
I move we adopt this ordinance.
Okay, motion and second to adopt. Any discussion?
Just, this, all, even so all this is, has been approved, but they come in the exact date and the exact hour they need to let folks know before they start. What I'm saying, they got it approved for such and such a time, and they come in and start doing something. Everybody should know exactly what they're doing at this same day or this same hour they start. Because if they come in and dig in my house and somebody didn't call me, they just all understood.
That's a little harder to do. It's like with the Main Street, we make a plan to change your pole today, and the bar gets involved on Main Street. We gotta go to that first, even though we might have been called, you can say we're gonna be there at 8, well, the guy at 75 that morning didn't realize that we had an appointment with you at 8. So, I mean, it's hard for some utilities to say, depending on, we're gonna be there at 8 o'clock and start digging. That's why we give a window.
We can, this requirement to notify us 4 days before they start, so we can kind of get out to the public that a certain utility will be in their area. You just have to watch for them, to be in your, if they pop up in your yard or whatever.
There's no way to contact each individual. No way.
If they get our app,
Well,
I'm assuming
mean,
this
it's
has
hard
to
to
do with
control.
all of the activity going on and the digging and
Yeah.
everything going on. in
well, with that, and some of them are so close to the road, if you have problems, if you have flooding or something, you have to get your road work done, and they're so close to the road. They've gotten into a couple of places, and they've got sued.
just next door. We've had something on this in the past, with the cameras or something brand new, but
I'm not aware of anything as far as this extensive in the county. We've had an ordinance as far as culverts, as far as access to a road, a county road, which covers electric culverts and your ditch lines. So
The mayor has said people come in from another different. And they'll be digging up the streets and cities already know that they will. So they put out an ordinance similar to this earlier this year. But they have people, contractors coming and be digging the streets.
Well, the city should know because they should turn in one call. In Arkansas, one call should be done, so the city should know.
Yeah.
Anybody that is contacted.
Surprisingly not, they don't.
Really?
Yeah, I had I don't know what you call it. Somebody had a machine set up on the transformer one night, and was trying to get us to find who it was. City didn't know who it was, nobody else. I don't know if they found who
Who's gonna police this? I mean, who's gonna give
it
out?
was. It'll be a lot of, Mr. Talley. I'll try to get out there, but I can make those sort of energy and the gas company and all these, broadband companies, and water companies. If anybody's got any digging, we'll get a notification.
Because I know things that, you know, I'm just speaking specifically from Energy that we used to have, I think we call it utility easement or franchise agreement with cities and counties, but we didn't really have adequate permission to operate inside their right of way. So now, that's gonna change. Well, every time we, customer wants to build a new line down the county road, we're gonna have to get a right of way from the county now. Is that correct?
Well, you'll still have the right of way, you're just gonna let us know, and it's just, this is just setting the rules, and a lot of cars, you know, and introducing that.
Right. We want to make sure all we got.
Right, you just have, well, someone come in and put it to the depth they're supposed to do, and you get it, and they kind of know. A lot of the issues I saw when they broadband was put in, right there against the road, and put it in, first big rain you get, is to roll the road into that fresh ditch, just cutting that out. There were several places their lines were exposed, you got to put it in, because the water pushed them out. Just some guidelines, basically, and the way we're supposed to do it.
So anything like we're crossing county road in our pipeline right away, we're more in that county road.
I don't think the boring's gonna affect it, it's just ditching.
You know, our point that we're gonna be, looking over the base of the road.
Boring's different.
That's the only way we're gonna cross the county road.
Right. And most of them do bore on the road, now, just keep that, but every once in a while, that's not as good. Or running down the road, but.
Typically, how far is the county, well, like the state typically is 50 foot from the center line, most roads. The county, we have something that's, we know for sure.
Every county road is different. We can get up to 25 feet from the center line. We've got to get the foot right away that we can't maintain, if we have to. You get on gravel roads, it looks like that, you want to have 5 foot. From center line, you never know. So we'll work with everybody to get it done. We're not trying to hold anybody against what it done. Trying to maintain what's happening.
Section 5, it says the county judge is given discretion to require a bond amount of $550,000 as being appropriate. Does that mean you make a decision? Sometimes they do that, or does it have to be, do they have to always pay $50,000?
Most of the time it'll be zero. We'll probably have the process, once they get the permit, we'll have insurance information and all that. A lot of times we get the insurance company to get damage paid for. You get one that, you know, you have problems collecting stuff off of, and you start getting fined right off the bat. So anything they might mess up.
Will they be refundable bonds, or would that be?
Yeah, it's just something they're saying if they have this much money put up for repairs, if they have any, we don't, no money change hands, so they do damage on it. And we'll just get collected by the bonds. All right, any more discussions? All right, do a roll call.
Ms. Tate?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay, moving on to item G. Discuss and approve a resolution declaring a vacancy on the board of the Rural Development Authority, County of Columbia, State of Arkansas.
Be it resolved by the Quarum Court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, With the held board position for the Rural Development Authority of Columbia County, State of Arkansas term has expired. Whereas it is the obligation of the former court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, to declare that a vacancy has occurred on the board of the Rural Development Authority in the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, as authorized by Amendment 55 of the Constitution of the State of Arkansas and Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-1309. Whereas the foreign court is further authorized by Amendment 55 of the Constitution of the State of Arkansas and Arkansas Code annotated section 1414-1310 to fill the vacancy of the expired term. Now therefore be it resolved by the foreign court of the County of Columbia, Arkansas, section 1, a vacancy is hereby declared to exist on the board of the Rural Development Authority of Columbia County, Arkansas, due to the expired term of Chris Gilman. Passed and approved and adopted this 13th day of October 2025.
We approve this resolution declaring vacancy on the board of the Rural Development Authority in the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the vacancy. Any discussion? Okay, roll call.
Ms. Payne? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
Okay, we're on item H, discuss and approve the appointment of Mr. Gary Carter as Commissioner of Columbia County Rural Development Authority.
A resolution approving the appointment of Mr. Gary Carter as Commissioner of the Columbia County Rural Development Authority. Whereas there is a vacancy on the Board of Commissioners of the Columbia County Rural Development Authority, and whereas the county court on this day has appointed Mr. Gary Carter to serve a term of 5 years, and whereas the Columbia County Court desires to approve the appointment of Mr. Gary Carter to serve as Commissioner of the Columbia County Rural Development Authority. Now therefore, be it resolved by the foreign court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, that the foreign court hereby approves the appointment of Mr. Gary Carter to serve as Commissioner of the Columbia County Rural Development Authority for a term of office of 5 years, said term to expire October 13, 2030. It is so resolved, introduced and adopted October 13, 2025.
I move that we approve the appointment of Mr. Carter to the Commissioner of Columbia County Rural Development.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second to approve Mr. Carter to the board. Any discussion?
Judge, this is somebody you take recommendation. How do you get on this board?
Usually, dealing with boards, most of the time I go, kind of go with the board. Most of the time they look or know who the board is.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll suggest
Okay.
somebody to go from that.
Okay.
Kind of look into it, for the approval.
Okay.
Most times, it's somebody they can work with, and we try to get involved.
Sure. Okay. I don't think anybody's ever explained what's.
I try to let the board review.
Okay.
All right. Sometimes you gotta do something else.
That's good.
Okay, have roll call.
Ms. Payne? Yes. Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay. Item 9, discuss and approve appropriation orders appropriating $30,000 for small equipment line and county special project and funding required to upgrade vehicle and body cameras, upload equipment, and cloud storage for the sheriff and jail departments.
Being enacted by the foreign court of the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance appropriating $30,000 to the small equipment line item in the county special projects fund to supplement funding required to upgrade vehicle and body cameras, upload equipment, and cloud storage for the sheriff and jail departments. Now therefore, being enacted by the County of Columbia, State of Arkansas. Article 1, the foreign court is found to determine the Columbia County Special Projects Fund budget for the calendar year 2025 is appropriated by appropriation ordinance 2024-22 is hereby amended as set forth using available unappropriated funds. County Special Projects Fund, Sheriff Department, 1,800, 400, 2002, small equipment, $30,000. Article 2, pursuant to Arkansas Code Annotated Section 1414-907, this appropriation ordinance shall be effective immediately upon passage by the foreign court and approved by the county judge. Date of passage, October 13, 2025. Sponsor, Justice of the Peace, Keith Willingham, District 8.
I move we pass the ordinance appropriating $30,000 to the small equipment line, county special projects fund, to supplement the funding required to upgrade vehicle and body cameras, upload equipment, and cloud storage for the sheriff and jail departments.
Okay, have a motion and a second to approve. Any discussion?
Is 30,000 exactly what they're doing it for? I mean, that amount just strikes me as, I mean, if it was $29,285, but 30,000 even?
It's 65 for this year, right? And they're gonna pay 35 out of their special.
This is
fund.
just
This
something.
is just something they need to supplement that.
Gotcha.
And every year after this, it's like a contract, but every year after they'll pay it out of the special funds. The special funds.
Okay.
So this is just
Just
a
read-
letter they needed to get through this year, to get it going.
Okay, just reading this, it looks like 30,000 is paying for all this stuff. Maybe I'm,
Mr. Story, if you
Not
look
reading.
in the description, it says to supplement funding required.
Yeah,
where does it say that?
right up under what they explain in the ordinance at the top.
Supplement funding.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're paying 65,000
For this year.
for this year. And 65 every year.
It's not 65 every year.
Sheriff,
No, it's not 65, it'll be, I think we play like 40,000.
Okay.
And the purpose, like I said before, these are things that we need. We have to upgrade the camera system. All of our camera system is obsolete. So you have to upgrade. They know you need it. So everything now just went sky. The cheapest we got was $285,000. To pay for the whole thing. It was for like 4 or 5 years. Then we'll be back again. The highest is over 400,000. This is for cameras from the jail, cameras for the vehicles, body cameras for all of the employees as well.
Pretty much anything in the courts.
Yeah, we want, that'll save the county numerous losses. We want every one of our losses because we get camera.
So it'll automatically upload.
Yeah, that's what the deal is now. We have to have a cloud system because you have these foreigners trying to get your, what they call it, a ransomware on your computers. And so you have to put a cloud system so they can't get in there and take your camera, take your videos. Because the videos that you have, maybe you have a traffic stop that's involved in lawsuit and they'll steal it. So they're trying to almost, they can wind up paying $200,000, $300,000, some $1 million. So every sheriff department have to have cloud storage someplace so they can't steal it.
If I read something, I probably would have this discussion.
It's a lot.
That's okay.
We probably could have been out of here by now.
Been closer anyway.
Yeah.
All right, any more discussion? Okay, roll call.
Ms. Pate?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Waller?
Yes.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Willingham?
Yes.
Mr. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Story?
Yes.
Mr. Lowe?
Okay, the last item on the agenda is item J. That will be Miss Lacey O. Pick on behalf of the Passion Foundation. Mike.
We've had a little change of plans because Lacey doesn't really like to talk in front of people. My name is Samantha Green and I'm the shelter manager at Compassion Foundation. And I really appreciate you guys giving us the time tonight to explain the impact that Compassion has on our community and why there is such a need for it to remain here in our community. Compassions has been in operation for over 15 years, serving survivors right here in Columbia County and surrounding areas. We operate a 24-hour crisis hotline ensuring that when a survivor needs help, they can reach a certified advocate no matter what time of day or night or holiday. While our emergency shelter obviously is our most vital support, we provide more than that. Crisis intervention, safety planning, emotional support, if they need court accompaniment or hospital advocacy. A lot of times in these situations, people will come to us that they don't have family, and so our advocates will step up and go with them, and they'll be that family for them so they're not alone. Many people ask us why we need a shelter like this in Magnolia. And the brutal truth is because we have domestic violence in Magnolia. We have sexual assault in Magnolia. And I think Mr. Martin could vouch for that. We get these calls all the time. Last year, there were over 150 reported cases of domestic violence and sexual assault right here in Columbia County. And I ask that you keep in mind, only about 25% of the sexual assaults are actually reported every year. Even as our funding has decreased, the rates of abuse have not. Arkansas continues to rank among the top 10 in the states in the nation for domestic violence, top 5 for male versus female homicides and domestic violence, and also number 2 in the country for highest amount of reported rapes. And again, only 25% of those are reported. But we're not just a shelter, we're a lifeline to these people. And our biggest fear is that without funding and our shelter closes, these people in our community that need us are going to get locked doors and unanswered calls and have to go back home and endure a life of abuse that no one deserves. We assist our community in other ways other than just clients in shelter. We have non-residential services, we do support groups. If we have burnout victims, we help them gather clothes, furniture. We provide formula and diapers. We help victims of financial abuse. Just anyone that's rebuilding their life from crisis, we try to help them as best we can. And we really focus on community education and awareness because prevention is where it starts. In the last year alone, we have helped over 300 individuals in our service area. 150 of them were women and children who actually stayed in our shelter. Without Compassion's Foundation, domestic violence incidents, sexual assaults, and intimate partner violence and homicides in our community will rise. But for the first time in the history of Compassion's Foundation, this is the first time we haven't received VOCA funding. And that has really made a huge impact on us. And Lacey does our financials, and I'm going to let her tell you a little more about that.
Okay. Due to the national budget, VOCA budget cuts, the state was divided into 6 regions, with only one shelter per region receiving funds. So there's 6 regions and 1 shelter. 1 shelter per region. Unfortunately, ours was not selected through no fault of our own, but simply because there wasn't enough money to go around. Our loss was approximately $243,000, which was roughly 79% of our annual total budget. That funding covered our overhead costs, staff salaries, and daily operations.
Even after taking such a devastating loss that completely knocked us on our knees, we haven't given up. We instantly started planning more fundraisers, looking for more community partners, applying for grants that we previously weren't eligible for because we did have federal funding status. We're exhausting every possible lead that we know within our community and without, because we know this isn't just a local problem or even a state problem, it's a national crisis. Because it's not just us in Columbia County or even just the state of Arkansas, it's the entire United States has lost funding to over half their shelters. For Arkansas, that means that we're going to go from 31 shelters to just 6. And as of today, when I left work, we already had Texarkana, which is the one shelter left in our region, calling with their overflow clients to send to us. And again, our biggest fear is that when these people call, when they get the courage to leave their home, and they go to the police department like they do, and they need our help, we're not going to be there. And they're going to have no choice but to turn around and go back home. And if you've ever been in domestic violence, you know that's the worst time.
So I just wanted to break it down, what it costs to operate Compassion's Foundation exactly. It's roughly $306,000 per year, which equals out to $25,000 per month, $837 per day, and about $42 per day per survivor. That $42 per day per survivor covers the bed, the food, their safety, and basic necessities. If Compassion's Foundation were to close, the impact would ripple across our entire community. That would impact the law enforcement, hospitals, and the courts that rely on us for placement, crisis response, and advocacy. In closing, we are asking for $250,000 and ongoing support from Columbia County to help us cover operations and staffing. Your support ensures that we can keep our shelter open, keep survivors safe, and continue working hand in hand with law enforcement, hospitals, and the court system. Thank you for listening and giving us your time. $250,000. And that's just from relief from that deficit of that grant.
If I could, I would like to say that I'm not personally familiar with the foundation, but I am very familiar with it, if that makes any sense. And I support it completely. And I would like to see the county contribute. And of course, we're going to have some major discussions about it, just like we do with anything else. But I would like to ask you if the city, have you addressed the city, and are they participating in any help for y'all?
We are on the agenda for this month.
You are on the agenda for this month. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Okay, thank you. That's the only questions I have. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying everything we can.
I understand, and I 100% understand and believe completely that domestic violence is huge, and it is out of control, and it's a horrible place to be. It's a horrible place to be.
We want to stay around to help those victims for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Do what? Yes, you did. That was before my time, but I remember seeing your name on a lot of documents.
So basically, this shelter operations cost, this is just for Columbia County, $306,000 a year?
That's for us. Yes, just for our shelter, correct. Which we serve out of Columbia County, of course, you know, because sometimes it's necessary for people to come out of town to come to us for safety.
Judge, I'm gonna make a motion we adjourn.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank y'all for coming.
And we will address this.
Okay, got a motion to second to adjourn, any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same. We are adjourned. Any public comment?